Welcome to Pull a Pin Already, a place where you're guaranteed to get a veteran's opinion, and I am one of those veterans. I am Jim, and joining me again is my partner here, Jace.
Jace.
Over there, buddy. How
Yeah.
are you
Yeah.
today?
Good. How about yourself, man? How was your
Good, man. You
weekend?
want to give the shout outs to our listeners, or
Yeah. Harold and Jane and who else? And Jim Bob and Billy
actually,
Bob.
actually, I don't know if those people exist, but we know Christine and Johnny do, and Miss
There you go.
William
That's what
on.
I meant. Yes. Exactly. There's one other person too, right?
Well, we had a new YouTube subscriber. I think I brought up a week ago or so.
Yes.
But yeah. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. I'm sure we're going to get new ones from all these episodes too, because, that's what it's all about. New subscribers. Actually, we'd rather have people get on than have subscribers because this is fun stuff for us. And we get to talk about a bunch of things in the world. And, I know it tends to lean politics, but I think the more people we get on, the more topics we can start exploring because politics is starting to get boring, isn't it?
Absolutely. And the more opinions that are around, the more interesting the conversation will get.
Yeah. Yeah. I miss my liberal buddy. What's his name? Gosh.
James?
Wait, Malbezy? Malbezy? I don't know. You guys change your name so much, I can't keep up with it. But anyways, if you want to get into what we're going to talk about, I think we're going to talk about some of these day one executive orders that Trump had signed.
100%.
So what I'll do is I'll kind of mention what it says here. It's not. I'm gonna not to read the whole order. I'm just gonna read what the title is,
Yeah.
and you can chime in on it, and then I'll add something if I have to. Well, the first one is restoring names that honor American greatness.
Well, that's
Is that like the Gulf of America one? And
yeah, that and McKinley or something like that. I just had a brain fart, but yeah, stuff like that. Personally, I wish he would do that with the army bases as well.
oh, send them back
Yeah, like that one in what Hood?
for
Is it
Hood.
Hood something else now?
I think so.
That's fucking bullshit, man. Hood's like fucking Captain Rainbow Camp now. Are you fucking kidding me? This fucking woke bullshit, man. Put them back to the goddamn names they're supposed to be.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. Yeah, I think they've gone too woke. You know what I mean?
I think that and we're going off topic already, but you know, the Washington Redskins, the Indians want it back to the Redskins.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask the people that you think it's offending before you fucking just go changing your woke fucking bullshit agenda?
But that's not what these people are about. You understand who these are. These are the white liberals, rich probably white liberals, who feel like they need to be something or do something, so they always
Right.
talk for other people. Just like the
Well,
government
they're the
spends other
assholes that
people's
fucking
money.
throw in the critical race theory like that as well.
Like,
But
yeah,
that's a topic for another time.
but they're the biggest racists. Oh, these poor black people,
Right.
they can't get licenses, they
When
can't
you
get
believe in
jobs.
that
Like,
shit, you are kind of a racist.
yeah, I know plenty of black people. I work with them. They get
So do
jobs. They
I.
have driver's license. So what are you talking about? These poor, but yeah, they're the biggest racists. So at the end, that's good. I'm with you. Trump should restore them all. But this is definitely a good start. Even the new
Yeah.
ones, Gulf of America, I love it.
All right,
All right,
next.
next one is designating cartels and other organizations as foreign terrorist organizations and specially designated global terrorists.
100 fucking percent.
Yeah, because Biden took
100%.
Cuba off that list. Remember?
Huh?
Biden, right before, like a week before, he took Cuba off the list. Yep.
Oh, wow.
So he's going to restore that, make the cartels. I think he's even talked about. I don't know if it's an actual executive order, but he talked about going into Mexico and even going after these cartels.
He did not say that.
He didn't say he was going to do it.
No, when he was asked, he didn't deny it.
Right. He didn't say he was going to do it.
There was a huge insinuation that they might
Right.
go and fuck some motherfuckers up, but
There was talk about it. He didn't commit to it.
It was never
Right.
said. So
Right. Yeah.
it is what it is.
I hope he does it anyway. I don't
Next.
care. All right. Reforming the federal hiring process, restoring merit to government services. That's not.
Is
That's
that
not
the same as
No, let me tell you, the next one is ending radical and wasteful government DEI programs and preferencing. So I
No.
think they're kind of related.
which one is is that related to making fucking people go back to work?
That I think what the first one is, yes, it's hiring people and now the ability to fire them.
Yeah, but also, see, I think we can combine all of them in one. There should be another one that there's a return to work.
Yeah,
All
well,
federal
if
employees
we
are
pop it up,
returning to
we'll
the office.
yeah, if that pops up as a different one, we'll pass it by. But this is again this
That's the
good.
one executive order I know about that. I don't know these ones that well.
Right, reversing DEI, stop promoting people
Yes,
because of their race and all this
yes.
gender
I
crap.
reversing DEI is
Stop. It's garbage.
absolutely
It's worse in the government because if you don't take the
right.
most qualified person, maybe the most qualified person at least earn their way there and want to prove something. If
Well,
you start
look
taking
at Biden when he
unqualified
fucking got
people,
Kamala.
well,
He
yeah,
said
but
he was going to get the most qualified person, not DEI, the most qualified.
that's what I'm talking about.
But he took Kamala instead when
Right,
there
and
was a lot more people, a lot more qualified than that dumb fucking worthless whore.
sperm gurgling gutter slut. Is that what they?
Pretty much.
Well, anyways, but that yeah, that's the point. Is yeah,
Yeah.
they need to just because people can become dead weight in the government. So if they're
Yes.
not self starters and go getters, it's just going to be a government burden and it's going to be a taxpayer burden, and nobody's going to get anything done because these people are a waste of space. And hopefully they
Right.
clean them all out. Hopefully
And
they
the
get
thing
rid of all
is,
workers in
it
the
doesn't
government.
matter what race you are.
Doesn't matter.
Everybody does agree with this.
Yeah,
Everybody thinks it's awesome.
doesn't matter. Merit based. You do the
Yep.
job, you earn it, you get it. That's it.
Boom.
All right, then the next one is defending women from gender ideology discrimination by it's basically men and women. That's what that
Okay.
one I think is just men are men and women are women and there are no other genders.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yep.
next one's about the Doge establishing and implementing the president's Department of Government Efficiency, which I can't wait to see it in action. I really
You
cannot
know that
wait to see if
they've
they
already been
do.
sued like 10 or 20 times.
But you knew that was coming anyway.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
I didn't realize Elon wasn't getting paid for this.
No, why would he?
Well, because
It's not
Trump
even an official
promoted him to
department
be
though.
the Doge guy. I thought it would be a paid position. I didn't realize it wasn't.
I don't even know if it's a legitimate department, even though it's in the name.
I know. I
Yeah, I
know.
don't even know if it's. So anyway, the next one here is America First Policy Directive to the Secretary of State. That's on foreign policy. America First, that's simple. It's a
Hell yeah.
no-brainer. I don't understand why we even got into this position where we have to make an executive order for that.
Because of the worthless pieces of shit that were in before.
Well, and you think about this, so I always try to say bring this stuff into your own home. Could you imagine running your house by feeding your neighbors first? And then like, oh, do we have anything left for the kids? Oh no, honey, we gave it to the neighbors. Like, could you imagine running your house like nobody
Right,
does?
right. Well,
Nobody
like,
does. So they're a bunch of hypocrites.
right, like, fucking, we have like, let's say my business. I have a fire in my fucking business, and half of it burns down. Well, no, I'm gonna give Ukraine 50 fucking billion, and then I can't do nothing about the fire here. So fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Fuck my
It,
business. I mean,
it's
are you
it's
kidding me?
insane. So there's one of two things. Either their loyalty lies with another country or they're getting a reward by rewarding another country. So either they're getting filthy rich by providing some other country's
Obviously
needs
they are,
first.
because there's
Well,
no
it could
other
be both
fucking.
too, right?
Well, how is Biden worth $24 million?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course they're getting but my point is that's the obvious.
I know.
There's no other solution to me. I
I
don't
know.
think
That's
so.
crazy.
All
All
right.
right.
This is protecting the United States from foreign terrorists and other national security and public safety threats. That's the immigration thing. That's under immigration.
Yeah,
So,
that's whatever.
well,
Skip it.
that's probably the wall. That's probably the border wall portion of it because the other one here is protecting the American people against invasion. That's the
Oh,
people.
I didn't say this, but I want one of those pens that he used to sign those orders.
All right. Well,
Fucking bad. Do you know how much one of those pens got to be worth? He
uh,
threw like five of them out in the crowd.
oh, did he?
Those fuckers got. They're probably there's probably one on eBay right now, and it's probably selling for 100 grand.
Yeah, like that's crazy though. But you're doing that for money. That's stupid. I'd keep it.
I
All
wouldn't
right.
do. I would keep it because I want it because I think it'd be cool as fuck.
Unleashing Alaska's extraordinary resource potential.
Fuck Yes.
Yeah, that rescinds all the restrictions of the drill baby drill
It,
stuff.
yeah, that's what he said. But you know what's weird is I didn't. I mean, does that coincide with reopening the pipeline? I don't wonder what that consists of.
I'm sure I think it covers all the natural gas. Well, that might be just
But
Alaska
don't you
specific.
remember when Biden came in? He fucking closed. He stopped the pipeline.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Here,
have heard nothing about the pipeline,
I'm
but it's
looking at the
probably
next.
just
I'm looking
part
at
of
the
it.
next page here, and one of them is unleashing American energy. That revokes 12 executive orders signed by Biden. So that's probably the
All
pipeline
right,
stuff and all
good,
that. The other one's just Alaska specific.
right,
Then you've got declaring a national energy emergency,
good.
um, reevaluating and realigning United States foreign aid. That's probably all the organizations, the Paris Accord and all that stupid stuff, or no?
And yeah, the UN and all that,
Yeah.
making sure the UN everybody chips in their fair amount.
Oh, here's an interesting one here. Restoring the death penalty and protecting public safety. How you feel
I
about that?
saw that. That's interesting. But I thought death penalty. I didn't think death penalty was a federal thing. I thought it was a state by state thing.
Well, that's why I think. Well, if you commit a federal crime, it's the jurisdiction of the federal. So I guess now you
Oh,
can be put to death as a federal crime.
okay. Because yeah,
I
that's right. There is federal prisons as well.
Yeah, I personally,
Right.
I'm not pro death penalty, so I don't like that. I don't think we should do that to people. Although I do
I
understand the strain of the American dollar, but I still think if you
the
believe in,
yeah, but when you say that, it costs more money to put someone on death row than it does regular prison.
well, my point is I don't think we should be the condemner of all people. We have a right
Right.
to protect our society from these people, and if
I'm
incarceration is
right.
the only
Right.
solution, then we do that.
I believe in my God Almighty, and I believe that there's an eye for an eye, and tooth for a tooth. So if you kill somebody, I think you should be.
Really.
If you maliciously kill somebody, you should be killed. You should be put on death row.
Well, we can have a whole thing on that too,
Right.
because that's a
Next.
whole deeper topic. I'm
Right.
against it, but what's all right? Oh, here's one. The next one is securing our borders. That's probably the wall.
Right. I
But
understand how you feel about the thing too. We don't have the right to take someone's life.
yeah,
I
well, like I
get
said, we
that.
can get into a whole deep
Yeah.
thing on that. We'll just
I
for
know.
this
I
now. Let's get
respect that, and I get that as well.
yeah,
But maybe tomorrow I'll feel a different way. Who knows?
yeah. All right. The next one is protecting the meaning and value of American citizenship. I think that's the anchor baby one.
I don't. Yeah, I don't recall that one.
Yeah. I like when they say they talked about when you're born in America, you become a citizen. So if these people
Yes.
fly over here, have a baby, those kids become citizens. That's not what that whole thing was about when they did that. That was about the slaves. They had that whole conundrum with what do we do with the slaves? It didn't
Oh,
mean that people coming to visit this country can have a
right.
baby here and be born. So they've just used that to their advantage, and I think he's going to undo that. No more anchor babies, because
Oh, right.
this is an interesting. Let me tell you this because this was fascinating because I didn't really understand that. But if you're here illegally, you're not even subjective to our jurisdiction,
Right.
which that's
Right.
the problem. So you come here, you can't be your baby can't be a citizen because you have to be born in America and under the authority of the nation or something. I don't remember the exact
Right.
words,
Right.
but they're not under the authority if they're here illegally because technically you can be arrested, put in jail, and your country, who you're under their authority, can say we want them, give them back, and
Right.
we would have to take them out of our jail and give it back to them.
Right.
So that's why these anchor babies, it's wrong. They're doing it wrong, and I'm glad he's fixing it.
Good. Good.
Yep.
No, that makes sense now. Yeah.
And then here's
Nice.
realigning the United States refugee admissions program. Of course, that's probably the remain in Mexico thing or something like that. But that's good. We need to stop that nonsense. Oh, here's one for us: clarifying the military's role in protecting the territorial integrity of the United States.
Yeah.
So that means putting soldiers at the border.
If need be, yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. And
and
I
using
agree with
federal
that.
troops to protect our
I
our
don't.
sovereign
I
nation is
agree
not
with it
bad.
if we need it, but my with all intents and purposes, we are not really border patrol. But if that's
Well,
what they
but
need
but
us for, then let's do it.
But Border Patrol, right, has a function, right? Border Patrol
Right.
is to control the border.
Right.
But the military is going to be used when the border patrol becomes overwhelmed.
Right.
So we don't need to put military on the border, but we need to have them as a responding agency for
Absolutely.
border patrol.
Absolutely. And I
Yes.
would say that's where the National Guard. That's where the
Well, the
weekend
National
warriors come
Guard, the problem is the National Guard is the states. So they fall under state jurisdiction.
in.
So
Right.
what Trump's trying to do here is say federal
Okay. Yeah.
jurisdiction allows us to cover the entire
Right.
sovereign nation of
Whatever.
our country.
That's cool though.
And that should
with
what
that.
that's what it should be anyway, right? We're
Absolutely.
protecting our country, whether overseas or
Absolutely.
domestic.
Put our troops to work somehow.
Like think about it.
If our goal is to not go to war, then we might as well put them at the border.
Well, but like think about it. Think of like if we were like all of our wars have been mostly overseas, right?
Right.
We've gone other places. What if someone came here? What would our military do? Oh, it's
I
not our
know.
problem. We'd be deployed all over the country.
Exactly.
So this is a no-brainer. Call it an invasion. Get them on the border. Get
Exactly.
these
Well,
people
I
out.
was hoping they'd do that to begin with,
Yeah, now under Biden.
but I wasn't hoping that because I don't know. It's
Yeah, well-
fucking that whole border thing is just annoying as fuck. So whatever.
There's people
You know,
that don't have America. They're not America first. It's just that
When
simple.
I'm up in fucking up in New York in the summer and I go to Canada and I get fucking drilled for my passport, I get pissed the fuck off.
Yeah,
I'm like, I can. Why can't I just walk in? The fuck.
right.
They laugh at me because I bullshit with them about it. But I mean, I don't have. I have to renew my passport now, and they told me it was the last time I could go through till I got my new passport.
It's
And I was kind of
ridiculous,
pissed
right?
off. I'm like, these motherfucking illegals are coming right through in Mexico, but I can't just come to Canada
Right.
to play a couple slot machines.
Dude,
Fuck
we're the
off.
only country, man. We're the only country that lets people in like this.
Canada lets them in too.
Well, nobody lets them in easy, and I got caught on the Canadian border. I don't know. I tell you, I had my gun on me, and I parked
you
where
did, yeah.
where I was told to park, and the guy's like, "No, you're actually on Canadian property." I'm like, "I didn't know that."
Jesus.
Came to my car, wanted to see where the gun was, and they let me go. They told me to go put it, a truck stop, but
Right.
either way. All right, let's
Whatever.
press on because we're pushing on time here. Holding former government officials accountable for election interference and improper disclosure of sensitive government information. That is the 50 people that signed that thing saying Hunter Biden's laptop was misinformation. They should revoke their clearances. Those people should not only be revoked, they should be banned from working in the government. Again, goes back to what I'm saying. Your integrity has been compromised. You're a joke. You shouldn't be working for the government.
It's so fucking deep that it's ridiculous because there's those people. There's the fucking Facebook and fucking
Yeah.
all the companies that censored.
But if it's
whoever-
private,
whatever
private's a harder
government
fight,
officials
though.
made
Dude.
them censor the shit.
Yeah, private's a harder fight. But if you work for the government, paid by the taxpayer,
Oh,
we should be able to fire these people in a minute.
Right.
And that's what this next
but,
one
but
is.
what I'm saying is our government officials that told these fuckers that they had to censor.
Yeah, those guys should be fired, even prosecuted.
They should be in prison, yes.
Yeah, they should be prosecuted because they knew they were lying. The next one is restoring accountability to police policy influencing positions within federal workforce. I think that is actually what I said earlier about getting these people fired. There's only a
Right.
couple more, and we're getting close to
All right.
time here. Withdrawing the United States from the World Health Organization. Cha-ching, big
Boom.
move, big move. Those organizations have gotten way too big, too much power, and they're making up rules that affect everybody, and they have no authority. They're not elected
And
positions.
it's too much money too that we're putting into
But
it.
they're not elected positions, dude. These people are put in these positions, and they're making up rules that affect every American citizen.
It's a fucked up hoax ass
Yes.
bullshit.
Good. Get out of that. All right, here's the next one. Application of Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act to TikTok. I'm not sure what that really entails, but
Is that the 90-day thing for TikTok?
I don't know. But give me your opinion on TikTok real fast.
The problem is I don't use TikTok.
I don't either, but
I don't know I know TikTok's like YouTube, I think, but I don't really know. I don't use TikTok. I don't really
it's
know
mostly
what
short,
TikTok
small
is.
video stuff. It's mostly short form.
Yeah, I don't my opinion would be, is it any, like Trump said, is it any different than the Chinese fucking phones we're using? Are they really spying on us using using TikTok.
Well, I think the distinction I make is number one, they've got access to all of our information anyway. But the thing is, I think TikTok, if it's controlled by China, they control the algorithm, they control the
So
mis and
what?
disinformation. They control all that. So that's
And
just as dangerous as Facebook doing the same stuff here in
right,
America.
exactly. Do they censor everybody? Like I like Trump's. I was watching Trump when he signed that shit, and I love his idea. He's like, I control it. I either they're gonna give us half of it, and we make half their money, or I shut it down.
Right.
Fuck it. He's
Well,
a businessman. He's brilliant with that.
but here's the thing I think. Like here's the thing I think. Free market. So if we all wanted to buy Japanese cars like we do, are you going to stop Japan from selling us cars?
It's
No,
not free market though.
but it is.
Free market would mean
it's a platform.
it's not a universal free market.
It's a platform that you have to sign up for. If you don't
Oh,
sign
okay,
up,
yeah,
then you
right.
don't use it.
I just like I said, I don't use it, so I
But
really
that's
don't
my
have an
point.
opinion on
So
it.
let's get somebody to come up with a better platform that they use instead of a Chinese version. So if
Right.
China's got the best
Well,
platform,
there's
people are going to
obviously
go to it.
ways to do that. Anybody out there, give us your opinion. Write it in the
Yeah,
chat, whatever, because I don't know shit about that, and I've refused to use it because it's fucking Chinese to begin with.
right.
Seriously, that's why I don't use it.
Well, right. I don't want to directly give my stuff to the Chinese government, even though they're getting it anyway. All right, we got a couple more. Let's get through this here. Initial recessions of harmful executive orders and actions. That revokes 67 executive orders signed by Biden. That's just under the other category. So
Good.
that's something we'd have to dig deeper in to find out what
Yeah.
those are. All right, restoring freedom of speech and ending federal censorship. That's what I think you touched on earlier about
Yes.
the government telling social media. This one is
Yes.
ending the weaponization of the federal government. That's an executive order
Yes.
I'd love to read and see how they're actually going to do that, but that
That
is a
blows my
huge
mind
one.
that you'd have to even do that.
Yes, exactly.
It's pathetic.
Okay, and this is putting America first in international environmental agreements, and I think that's pulling out of the Paris Accord, things like that.
Well, yeah,
I'll get rid of
and
all this
it's
climate crap.
like I said. I mean, I understand, and I get it, but I don't get it, and I get it, and I don't get it. But like, why be in all this accord if people aren't going to follow it anyways?
Right, right.
China don't follow that fucking shit,
Well, right. Well, you're right. You can't save the world if you're the only one doing it.
right? And China pollutes so much, and where the fuck's it go? It goes over L.A. and smogs the shit out of them.
Right.
We're trying our best to fucking do it, and we still will, and we still are. We don't
Well,
need the
we just
Paris
do our
Accord
part,
to
right?
continue.
But
So
that's again too a whole another climate change debate and debacle, whatever.
right, right.
So
Well,
that's the
those
executive.
wildfires aren't climate change, right?
Right, right.
Sorry, let's go.
Yeah. Well, we're pushing our mark here. I don't know if we'll lose people or not, but I mean, I don't mind. We go a little bit longer, but those are all the executive orders that I got a hold of from day one. Like I said, some
Right
of them
on.
require a deep dive. Some of them are pretty self-explanatory and definitely needed. I'm really curious though how this is all going to work out, how it's going to be implemented, because I know the last time President Trump was in office, we had a lot of people underneath him that were just undermining him. They were
Yeah,
lying
I
to the
think
new
he.
coming people, all that.
You know what though? It's like going to high school as a freshman,
Hmm.
and then by the time you're a senior, and now he's a senior, now he's a senior. You know a lot more about how the fucking ropes are in the school.
Right,
When you're a senior, you know a shitload of what's going on. You know everything that's going on, and you're not naive. You're not stupid,
right.
and you pretty much have your fundamentals cemented in, your foundation, whatever you want to call it, and you
You're
should
the
be
one.
able to rock.
You're the one running the game then.
And
Right.
I think this is not a first rodeo now. He knows what the fuck's up. He doesn't have some fucking retard like Mike Pence. He doesn't have a bunch of fucking clowns under him. He's actually got some solid motherfuckers that he's picked, and
And they're going to get the job done.
I think they're going to get the job done, and I think we have a very positive outlook. But like you said, he's gonna it's gonna not we're a big ship. We're not gonna turn around in one day. You know, it's gonna take a while.
Right. And just for those out there who don't know, Biden's administration, I won't even say Biden. I refuse to say Biden because Biden didn't do it. It's all
No.
Obama's people that were left under him and all that. They are wrecking the house so that when Trump comes in, it's going to take them a long time to fix it intentionally. They're emptying the coffers, giving it to their donors, everything.
Oh
So they're
God.
intentionally destroying the country so that Trump can't capitalize and get victories right away. Normally, that kind of happens in transition anyway, because there is a buffer between when things
Right.
actually happen. So even if he opens up all the drilling, they don't just turn the lights on tomorrow and the drilling's beneficial and
Right.
profitable. So there is
Gas
always a little
prices
buffer.
might go up for the next month or two.
Yeah, you just
And
you don't know what's going to happen, but usually within the first year you'll figure it out. But Biden's trying to make it so that the first year is going to be null and void and almost negative on Trump or the administration. I got to stop saying Biden because we know he's incompetent. He didn't even know half the things he was signing when he did sign them. And those people need to go to jail. Those people who gave Biden those executive orders and let him sign it without him even knowing what they were, covering up his dementia stuff or whatever he's got, they need to go to jail. Those people need to go to jail. And that's
Agreed.
not some, retribution. That's American justice. That's not for the president. That's for the people. But we need to get off this episode because we are going to stretch this one way too far. So I thank you again, Jace, for showing up there. Shout outs to our normal, Johnny, Christine, and any other subscribers there. Will, if you're still hanging in there with your little emojis, thumbs emojis. We appreciate you.
yeah, we're gonna shoot some episodes next week. Someone say something in chat. Come on,
Yeah.
come join us. It'll be fun.
Yeah, get in there. Well, Johnny's always good at providing information stuff. Christine, she shares her input. It's just by the time we get to the next episode, it's hard to go back that far.
I know.
Yeah, well, we'll try. We'll do our best. We'll do our best. So, either
Yeah.
way, we appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And until then, Godspeed.
Pull the pin array.
Boom. Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the